Welcome to Dental Anatomy. We're going to cover a couple items here real quick. At first, we can see here the structures in the mouth. The bone that holds the teeth in the jaw is referred to as the alveolar bone. That's what you see here in this like maroon color here, alveolar bone. After that, the soft tissue that covers the alveolar bone and surrounds the teeth is known as the gingiva. We know it commonly as the gums. But you can see right here, this is the gingiva in pink. Gingiva or gums in pink. And any structures that lie below the gum line, those are referred to as the subgingival area. So you can see all the structures that are basically from here at the gum line down, subgingival area, okay? That includes, as you can see here, the root of the tooth. You can see it also includes the periodontal ligament, which you see right there, kind of wrapping around the root. Next, we need to know the four structures of the tooth. The first structure is the crown, the top of the tooth. I'll reference both items here. This top part is called the crown, or if I use my smaller tooth, that top part there is called the crown, okay? The cervix is the neck of the tooth where the crown meets the root. So think of it like the tie around a neck. The cervix is going to sit here. Again, this is a cross section, but the cervix is there. Or to better see it with the smaller tooth here, the cervix is right there where that line you see. Next, we have the root. This is the anchor of the tooth that extends into the jawbone and holds the tooth in place. We can see it here on the diagram, and we also see it on our small diagram here as well. And last, we have the apex, or the tip of the root of the tooth. This is where the nerve and the blood supply enter and leave through the opening at the tip of the apex. So you can see at the very bottom, apex, apex, apex at the bottom. So tip of the root or apex. And last part, we need to know the four primary structures of the tooth. The four primary structures are enamel. That's actually the white part of the tooth you see here. The enamel is the protective outer surface of the crown of the tooth. Enamel is the hardest material in the body. Next, we have the dentin. The dentin makes up the majority of the inner portion of the tooth. That's what you see here in yellow. That is dentin. On x-rays, it appears darker than enamel. Then we have the pulp. This is the area inside the tooth, as you can see there. It holds the nerves and blood vessels, which provides nutrients to the tooth. It is in the center of the tooth and is in both the crown and the root. And last but not least, the cementum. If enamel is to the crown, then cementum is to the root. The cementum makes up the outer surface of the root of the tooth. If I use my smaller diagram here, that's how you see that difference in color. That difference in color is the cementum, just like around the crown is the enamel. So cementum makes up the outer surface of the root of the tooth. It covers the dentin on the root portion of the tooth and helps to hold the tooth in place. Cementum is much softer than enamel. That's good to remember. Thank you.